Hi guys, just a quick video here, just to show you how to install Kodi from scratch. I'm going to put a skin on called Titan as well. It's one of my favourite skins. I'll show you how to do that from scratch now. So, if we just open Google Chrome and type in Kodi download there, the top link there should be downloads for Kodi. And we're using Windows 10, so we'll just go to the Windows installer. As you can see, it's going to take a few minutes there. So I'll quickly just pause this and come back once it's done there. Okay guys, so that's finished. Just click on that now, extract it and we'll install it. So just press yes to that. Just keep pressing yes pretty much until we install it. So it shouldn't take too long to install there. I didn't want to wait the whole time while that installed. It took about a minute and a half. So it has installed, so if we just click run Kodi, it should actually open up now. So what I'm going to do first is show you how to install add-ons and dependencies. Once it loads up, there we go. So I'll just allow access to that. I believe that did that, 2 seconds. Yeah, that's fine. So if you scroll all the way to the right until you come to system, you want to go to the file manager first. First one we're going to put on here is the super repo one. So it's http:// it's srp.nu, and that's the super repo one. So we'll just call it super repo. Okay. I'll show you what the super repo is in a second there, and all the add-ons for there. While we're here though, I'm going to add another one. So this one is the Xfinity one. So again, http:// Xfinity. Oops. Xfinity.xunitytalk.com. And again .xfinity. So again, http:// xfinity.xunitytalk.com. And the final one I like to use is the Metal Kettle one. So again, http:// Kodi.metalkettle.co. So that's http:// Kodi.metalkettle.co. And again, we'll just say mk repo for that one. Okay, so these are the 3 dependencies that we're going to use. So super repo, Metal Kettle repo, and Xfinity. They're my favorite ones. So just to start with, we'll show you them. Okay, so once you've done that, I just pressed the back arrow there if you didn't see. That was the one just there, or the home button will take the same place. We need to go to settings now, and in the settings, we need to go to the add-ons. Just press OK for this. And we're going to install from zip file. This is how you install the dependencies. So now I've got the list of the ones we've just added. So we got the Xfinity one, first off. We'll just let that load. Shouldn't be too much longer here. So here we go. You just want to go straight to the bottom one, the Xunity Talk repository. So just click on that one. Might take a few seconds here just to install. We'll just be patient. Normally once it's gone on the right hand side there, it's normally installed. It shouldn't be too long here. The Xfinity or Xunity ones, that's where you've got the BBC iPlayer, ITV player. You've also got the VDubbed 25, which is great for sports. I'll show you that in a second. We're going to go for the MK repo as well. So we're going to go for the main Metal Kettle repo, and I will show you some other ones as well. That one installed a lot quicker. As you can see in the bottom there, it has actually installed it. And the Xunity Talk repository is installed at the top there, as you can see. Okay. Anyway, so go back to the MK repo that we created before, and if you go to the recommended repositories, there is this one here that I really recommend. So if you just click on that one, it should install that one. And there you go, it says it's being enabled. So finally, if you go at the bottom to the super repo one, so the super, this is the version of Kodi we've got as well. So the super repo is pretty much all the add-ons, well, mostly all the add-ons. It's really good to have. I'll show you everything it has in a second there once it installs. As you can see it's installed here. So if you ever want to add on any of the add-ons, you simply just go to the main screen, settings, and then add-ons. In add-ons, once you've got them all the repositories actually installed, you go to install from repository. In here you'll have all the repositories that you've just added to your system. Okay, so the XUnity talk one we'll start with first. We'll do with the video add-ons today. So you got the video add-ons. In here you've got all the add-ons for Xfinity there. Okay, so we'll go for the BBC iPlayer I like to add. Cartoon HD is fairly decent as well. Go for that one, and we'll go down to ITV player, and of course VDubbed 25, which is one of my favorite add-ons. I will be showing you that later. So I'll just go back there in the bottom left right hand corner, press the back arrow, and again, and now we'll have a look at this repository, I believe. Okay, so this is where you'll find a add-on called Genesis. This is probably the best add-on for watching movies and TVs. It pretty much has everything there. As you can see in the bottom right hand corner, a few add-ons have actually failed, which is interesting. I'll have to actually have a look into that in a second to see why that has actually happened. I might have to restart Kodi to get it working actually, but we'll look into that in a second. As well, you've got the Metal Kettle add-on. You've got a few things in here. Used to have the IPTV Stalker, which was great for live TV. It doesn't actually work at the moment. There are fixes for them, but it just seems to be temporarily fixes, so nothing permanent at the moment. Super repo add-ons all in here. You'll find pretty much loads and loads of add-ons in here. Let's have a quick look. All You See website, a lot of people might know that. There's an add-on for that. Like I said, Genesis seems to be the best one on here for watching TV shows. We'll see if we can install the BBC iPlayer through the Super Repo add-on instead of the XUnity one. It says it's downloading now. Installation failed again. Okay, so we'll have to have a look into that anyway, and later on. But there is tons and tons of different add-ons here. I'm just going to quickly briefly go back because I forgot to add on in the Metal Kettle one. There is one that I like to add on, these Sparky's football highlights. This will have all the match of the day, Champions League, a lot of the highlights from that. So that's what I'm going to add on there. So that's all been enabled. So we've now got all the add-ons. If you just want to use the basic skin, you would just go back to the main menu where I am now, and then go to videos and then add-ons. While you're here, it'll be the ones that we have just added. I mentioned you got the VDubbed 25. In here you'll have a lot of channels. What I recommend, Saturday Kickoff. If you use the NBC links here, you'll pretty much get 3 o'clock kickoffs. Fox Sports is good for some Champions League games as well. You'll have a lot of things through there. This is what I recommend for the sports. There is another one which I can show you in another video as well. But briefly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a skin very quickly here. So if we go, I'm going to show you that from scratch. Went a bit quick there, sorry. So if you go back to systems and go to the settings tab again, when you're in settings, just go to appearances and you've got the skin here, okay? If you click on the skin and you click get more skins, these are all the skins you have now since you've added all the repositories. The skin I like at the moment is this one called Titan, okay? This one might take a while to download. It is a fairly big one, so what I'll do is just while that's installing, I'll just quickly pause this here and I'll come back to you in a second. So the add-on has now, the skin is now installed, so we'll click yes, we want to keep that skin. Okay, what I'm going to do briefly as well is I'm just going to let the skin actually build there, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to close down Kodi. So in this skin you just press the bottom arrow and you go to quit. The reason I want to do that is because, as you saw, the BBC iPlayer and a few from Xfinity were actually failing to install. So I'm just going to try to restart Kodi here and see if it just needed a restart after I added the dependencies. That seems to be the case sometimes, so I recommend once you add a few things, just try shutting it down and reopen it. It seems to fix a few issues. So we'll go back to settings here, and if we go to the add-ons again, install repositories. So BBC iPlayer, let's see if it works this time. What else was it again? iTV player. Still seems like it's having an issue there. Maybe it is down at the moment. I want to try iStream as well while we're here. Actually, no, I'll leave it for now. So I'm going to briefly show you this skin. So at the moment it looks alright, not fantastic, but it looks alright. What I like to do is if you go to settings and then go to skin settings, it's failed again, the BBC iPlayer, as you can see at the top there. I'll have to have a look into that in another video and see if I can find a way to fix it. ITV has actually worked this time, so that's a good sign. Regardless, so this is the skin settings. What I like to do is if you just go to the home screen layout, go to enhanced all-in-one home screen, click on that one. If you just allow it to go back there, you can see it's all changed at the bottom there. So what we'll do, go back to skin settings and then go to configure shortcuts and edit the shortcuts. So movies, what I like to do, like I said, if you go to change shortcut and then we go to add-on, we'll go to Genesis and we'll click create a shortcut for Genesis. So now what that has done, as you can see there, we now have got Genesis in the bottom left hand corner. So that's great. So go back to skin settings, I'll just show you what else you can quickly do here. So in Genesis, if you go to assign widget and the video library, video add-on, go back to Genesis. If we go to movies and then most popular we'll go for, okay? Just wait a second while it grabs the list. And if we click create shortcut here, what should happen now, if we go back to the main menu, as you can see, it now loads this up so you've got all the main movies on your screen, which I particularly like. As you can see, you've got all the movies here. So for example, if we go to Mad Max, we click on it, in theory what should happen is it should look for some streams here and it should start playing them. We can as well open up a autoplay feature in Genesis. I can show you how to do that in a second. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll quit this for a second, I'll show you how to do the autoplay feature. So if we go into Genesis, bear with me a second. This is the Mad Max, by the way, it's just loaded up. What I will show you actually, we'll go back, click on Mad Max, it loads up all the links there, okay? So you've got all the different kind of qualities here. As you saw at the top there, you had the 1080p. So you click on 1080p, if you give it a second, and there is your movie. Okay, it's as simple as that. As well, if you look in the settings here, as well, C is always the option menu on your keyboard. If you want to know a little bit of a tip there, you can play the trailer, you can play the movie, YouTube trailer, you can see the cast. There you go. So that was, by the way, that was when I pressed C and went to movie information. You got all them settings there. So it's a good little thing to know. Yeah, so in Genesis, if we just kind of go back and I'll show you that again. In Genesis, you've got some options. What I like to do is if you go to Tools and you go to the Settings and Playback, in here, I turn that one off. Otherwise, it will ask you to type in words when you're trying to stream some stuff. If you turn the autoplay on and turn off Force SD Playback, and then go to the bottom and press OK. So now what in theory should happen, if we press Mad Max, it didn't work that time, lovely. And again, right, maybe I didn't save them settings correctly, 2 seconds. I did, but weird that didn't work. Let's have a no-go from here first. Most popular, Mad Max. So there you go, it's working from there. I might have had to restart the Kodi for it to actually take effect, but try it one more time from here. Yeah, probably have to restart Kodi, it should take effect, but I'll show you that in a sec. Anyway, so on the main screen now, you've got all the latest movies. This should update as Genesis updates, okay? So you can see you've got a lot of movies there. If we go back to the settings and go to skin settings, what I'll show you as well, over TV shows, if you go to assign widget again, video library, video add-on, Genesis, and TV shows, go for most popular, and create a shortcut, yeah. So again, pretty much the same concept as before. So hover over Genesis, you get all the movies. Hover over TV shows, you'll get all the TV shows there, okay? The reason why on the left hand side here you've got the sub menu, to fix that you simply just go back to the skin settings, and then you've got the TV shows. If you go down to customize sub menu and just make sure everything is deleted from here, like that. And now if you go back to the main menu, that is all gone, and now it looks the exact same as the movies one. Okay, so there you go, movies and TV shows, so they're all set up. YouTube as well, it probably will ask us to set this up, I imagine, when we click on it. So there you go, it's going to ask us to download YouTube first, so if you just press OK, it should do it. It's pretty quick. Let's run through the setup, language in the region, so we're speaking English, so English United Kingdom, and we are in United Kingdom. Okay, so you can sign into your YouTube account if you really want to as well. It's a similar thing. If you hover over YouTube, you'll have what's popular on YouTube at the moment, so you can have a look at stuff on there. What I like to do as well, you can set the spot, you can set any kind of icons you want across the bottom here, okay? So if you go to skin settings again, configure shortcuts, kind of just hover what you want to kind of get rid of, and then go to change the shortcut. Go along to the add-ons, and here you've got all the add-ons that you want to kind of change it to. Like I said, the VDub is pretty good that I like to use, so I always create that shortcut. The widget doesn't really work that well on the VDub 25, so I kind of leave that alone, and if I want to use the add-on, I just kind of hover over it and just press on it, and it should load up in a second there, as you can see. The live sports isn't actually working on VDub at the moment, so you have got all the channels. As long as you know what channel the game's on, this is a fantastic add-on. So like I said, US sports, this one is the main one for watching the Premier League games. I can't stress that enough to use these channels, okay? So if I briefly just click on that and don't actually play any
collarbone
content,
surgery, so I just don't.
so that was like some cycling. But again, so when you hover over here, you can kind of see there's some sub menus left in there. So just to show you again, if you go to the skin settings, edit menu, then go to VDubbed, just go down to the customize sub menu and make sure everything's deleted in here, okay? So when you hover over that, it won't be populating anything at all now. Okay, what I might show you is another kind of Premier League add-on. So what we'll have to do is, if we just go back to the file manager, this is a new one. This is the MJ add-on, the NJM Soccer add-on. It's recently changed its address, so I'm going to show you the new address now. Okay, so if you just go back to file manager, and the new address that you need to type in, again, http ::, it's njmweb.we.bs / and these are capitals now, NJM Soccer with a capital S as well. Okay, so again, we'll just call that NJM Soccer, that's fine. So that is it added, the address. So once again, if we go to the settings and then go to add-ons, go back. Once we're in add-ons, we need to install the zip file first. So we've got the MJ Soccer, and then it is the bottom one, I believe. So it's just checking for any updates as well from the XUnity repository. You can see at the top there. I think it's currently down at the moment, like I said. That's what the issue is. Hopefully it'll go back up. Hopefully we'll get iPlayer working. So the NJM Soccer has actually came on there. So they're all checking at the moment, so it might take a bit longer, but there it's loaded. So we've got the video add-ons. You got two here. You got the sports level, which is decent. We'll install that one, and we'll install the MJM Soccer. So there you go. I think it's enabled now. I'm just going to quickly, just in case that it's back up now, I'm just going to try BBC iPlayer one last time. Just leave that, see if it installs at the back there. If you ever need to see any of your other add-ons, by the way, by default you got the add-on browser at the bottom here. You got the video add-ons in here. Will be there. You go. BBC iPlayer is now installed, so I think it was just temporarily down. But you've got all your add-ons here now. So in the NJM Soccer, if you click on this one, you have a lot of things in here. So you've got the UK sports. There's a fair few channels there. But what normally happens, if you just press on the match day 2015, you will have all the games that are currently on tonight. You literally should just click on one of them and it should bring it up for you, as simple as that. Okay, while we're here, we're just going to quickly add that to the main title bar. So after the VDub 25, we go to the music video, so we'll just override that one. Go to change shortcut, go to add-ons, and then we will go to the MJ Soccer. We'll create a shortcut here. What we're also going to do, we're going to assign a widget for this one, because this one seems to be a bit better with the widget. So we'll go to video libraries, video add-ons, NJM Soccer, and we will create a shortcut here. So if we go back to the main screen here, as you can see, it's now at the bottom there. It hasn't actually added it the way I wanted it to. I'll just quickly try that one last time. Skin settings, assign widget, video libraries, video add-ons, create shortcut here. what should happen is this widget should say custom when it actually works. Doesn't look like it wants to play ball. And there you go, it says custom now, so hopefully that's it fixed. So let's see if this works. There you go, so that's working. So now what you can do, you've got the match day here, literally just click on the match day, and now this should bring up all the games. You don't actually have to click on it, you've just got it straight on the main screen here. So recap, if you hover over Genesis, what I'll do quickly actually is we'll just quickly change this around, make it look a little bit nicer. So you can actually change the title image. So if you've got a random movies, it might look a bit better. You can change the label, so if you just want to call this one movies as well. So movies, we'll back the main screen. So now you've got movies, which populates the movies, as you can see. And you've got TV shows, which shows you the TV shows. V-dubbed, which, like I said, live premiership in the US sports. You got the NJM Soccer, which is good for premiership games as well. I will now quickly show you the BBC iPlayer that I wanted to show you before. So we'll just overwrite the weather at the moment. We'll click change shortcut, add on BBC iPlayer, and we'll just do it to there, that's fine. We'll quickly come out of that. We'll let it refresh itself so it's there, and then we'll assign the widget. Just see if that helps a little bit. So BBC iPlayer, assign widget, video library, BBC iPlayer, most popular. Okay, so what this should do is when you start up Kodi, it should, when you hover over BBC iPlayer, it should show you the most popular things on here. Again, this will auto-populate, so when you come the next day, they should all be changed with the most recent stuff. Same with TV shows and movies there, okay? So when you do use BBC iPlayer, it will give you a list of different qualities there, okay? I normally just go for the 320. That seems to be 720. If we just quickly click on that there, it does load up. Shouldn't be too much longer. What I think I might show you as well is a new add-on called, as you can see there, that was 720. A new add-on as well called Streamstorm TV. This seems to be fairly decent for live channels. So what we'll do, if you got the file manager there, again, we're going to add a source. So this one, again, always starts with http // and if you bear with me a second, just while I try to remember what this one was. So yeah, I believe it's repo.streamstorm.tv. Easy one to remember. repo.streamstorm.tv. Let's call that one Streamstorm. Press OK. So come out of that again, and we'll go to the settings, go to the add-ons. Once again, we need to install the repository, so go to install zip file, go to the Streamstorm, and there's the repository. So just wait for that download, and then we'll go to the install repository, and there's the Streamstorm repo. So it's just checking for updates at the top there, so we'll just let that do that. And then you go to video add-ons, Streamstorm, install. So I'll quickly just show you this one as well. So if we just go to the video add-ons and we have a look at the Streamstorm. So in here you have got entertainment, news, sports. We'll have a quick look at the sports. This is updating all the time, by the way. So in here you've got the NBC Sports that I showed you before. It had Sky Sports in here the other day, but they had an issue and it has actually gone down as BT Sports. We'll see if BT Sports works. I haven't actually had a look at this at the moment. Like I said, it's updating all the time. It's a fairly new add-on. I think it only came out last week sometime. My internet is going a little bit slow at the moment. It doesn't normally lag this much. There you go. As you can see, there was BT Sports. It seemed to be working fine there, so no issues at all there. You got the entertainment package as well here. Again, yesterday there was a lot more channels. Again, it's getting updated all the time. The server went down recently, so that you lost them all. But you've got Comedy Central there, and some news channels for you as well. But like I said, there was, I would say, probably close to 100 channels in here the other day. Just keep an eye on it. The Sparky football highlights, this is the one I was on about. You've got Match of the Day, you've got UEFA Champions League, you've got a few things, you've got teams as well here that you can have a look at. But Match of the Day is the main reason I kind of have this. It comes on here before it comes on BBC iPlayer, to be honest. So this is one of the main reasons I downloaded for here. It's fairly simple. So if we got Match of the Day from last Saturday, you just click on that. Sorry, wrong one. Let's quickly go back to that. Got the full show, sorry about that. So basically what it's doing now is just trying to find the links for the Match of the Day the other day. And once it's done that, it should bring it all back. Like I said, my internet is going fairly slow at the moment. It should not take this long. So there we go. You've got all these links. You click on any one of these, it will start loading the video. It is as simple as that. So, just a quick recap here. Whenever you want to install a repository, you always go to settings, and then, you go to the file manager first, and then you click add a source, you type in the path where it is, and the name of what it is. Once you've done that, you simply go to the settings, the add-ons, and then you install a zip file from the folder that you chose from. That would be the Metal Kettle one. Once you've done that, you go install from repository, and here's a list of all your repositories. You click on it, you got the video add-ons, and then you click on the add-on that you actually want. Once it's installed, if you want to add it to the main screen, you've got the skin settings, and you've got the configure shortcuts. When you're in here, you edit the menu to design it the way you want. Like I said, I like it like this, so you've kind of got all your movies here. Interstellar, for example, if we click on that one. So you know before how I set up the autoplay feature. So hopefully now what should happen is once it finds a good stream for us, it should start to autoplay this. It shouldn't actually choose which stream we want to play. We'll see if that actually works. So there you go. Play for 1080p. So you can't complain with that. The reason I'm not playing the whole video is probably because this video might get pulled from YouTube. So I don't want to breach any copyright law. So as well, if you don't want the annoying little bar going across the bottom there, easy way to turn that off. If you just go to appearances, the RSS newsfeed, if you just turn that off, that's it gone from the bottom there. Okay. So that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions, please leave it in the comments below, and I'll get back to you straight away. Thank you very much.